Hello, my little cheesecakes, and welcome to an exciting new season of The Aftershock, a show where we'll be talking about everything functional, and I'll be joined by amazing cast and crew members throughout this season. Joining me off, we're starting it hot with the amazing Lys Perez. Welcome back, Liz! Oh my goodness! Yo, we did season 2. Well, with that, let's kick off Aftershock season 2 with the shot. Cheers to everyone back home.
Hey.
Yes. That with more alcohol.
Right. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
This is delicious, by the way.
Liz, I'm acting like I haven't seen you in a while, but how have you been?
I feel like I've been living in abundance. Like, I feel like I'm in a very grateful space of gratitude. And yeah.
Well, listen, let's just get into the first episode. It's been literally 2 years in the making since season 1 came out. So season 1, Guillermo and Jasmine, we ended off in the crazy cliffhanger. So I'm not gonna say spoiler alert anymore. We all have 2 years to watch
It's been out. You gotta watch it.
But I mean, we kind of pick up actually a few months after season 1 ended.
Right.
So I kind of purposely wanted to kind of jump forward a little bit after, the situation Jasmine was in, the situation Guillermo was in, to just kind of see them try to
I'm like, I need a drink after just talking about the ending of season 1. I'm like, oh.
So we see Jasmine jump into this theme. One of the first themes that we'll be talking about in season 1 is she goes to a church, a place of worship, which, I mean, to her right off the bat, she's already clear that this is not really a place she goes. Why do you think she went there?
So I think she went there initially to be kind of like punished in a way. That, and also I think she was probably looking for some type of forgiveness, whether it was like, okay, you did a bad thing and now like you've confessed it and now you can kind of move on. So maybe she was looking for some sort of absolution, right? Like she felt guilty. I think going into the season, Jasmine feels a lot of shame. So I think she's really just in a low place. So she's looking for different things: forgiveness, punishment, looking to feel something.
Because what I definitely want to talk about, we're going to be talking about a lot of themes this season. Faith is one of them. Now, I'm not going to shy away and not talk about the elephant in the room, where I will say, I am someone that came from a very strong religious background, and it definitely is a big part of my life. So that's definitely something I did want to talk about a lot in this season, because even though we're in a marginalized community, within that community, I sometimes am marginalized for being someone of faith. Now, I'm not going to stray away, and I've said this before, I do understand, and I'm going to obviously say it to the front, faith is something that's very triggering, very traumatic for gay people, queer people. So I am someone that has suffered from that, but I do find some comfort to answers that I don't have answers to. So that's why I go. I do understand and I respect, as much of the agenda that I have. I don't have any agenda of making people to go to places that they don't feel comfortable. This was actually, we filmed this the very first day we filmed season 1. Season 2, sorry.
Season 2, yeah.
So like, when you walked into the venue, and actually I had to talk to you about that. I want to talk about that. When you first walked in, you kind of had to take a moment because you're like, give me a second. You because we filmed in an empty church space.
It was like an empty. Yeah. It was an actual. Yeah, it used
to be here in Los Angeles. So, but yeah, just kind of seeing you, I was like, oh, she was like. So you kind of had to take a moment going into the space, right?
Yeah, but Lys had to take a beat walking in because I'm personally I'm just not a religious person in general. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like church environments do make me uncomfortable, and I've accepted that about my own beliefs and how I work. It's just personally at this point in my life not for me, and I'm speaking about me. But yeah, I had to just walk in and like take a moment and like flip it, like okay, this is now Jasmine in this space, and sort of call back to like the backstory that I had created for her in my mind as to what do the pews like remind her of? What does the pulpit remind her of? Like the stained glass windows. It was almost like just taking a beat to take in the environment and just let it affect me.
Well, I want to thank you so much for being back for season 2, and I honestly want to tell you this is Dylan Call speaking. Acting with you is just a great gift. I honestly don't know, I do want to ask where it comes from, essentially, where that rawness that you give to us all the time. Because anytime I get to act with you, it's like I'm not acting. It's like, oh, I'm reacting to what you're saying. But I mean, where does this rawness come from when you have these characters? Because I've seen it in here and I've seen it in other roles you've played.
That's so sweet of you. I'm going to
I
cry.
want that
I'm going to cry. That's so nice. I can say the same about you. Like, Functional has been really just, it's a labor of love, like, on all sides. But in terms of, like, your question, where it comes from, I tell myself every day that my pain is my power. And this has been a journey for me too, because I've been in therapy, I be journaling, I be doing those self-affirmations, and I wish that whatever your journey is, I wish that for everybody. My pain is my power, but that pain is not mine alone, and the joy is not mine alone, and anything that has happened in my life or that I've experienced that I really do mine from or like take from in some way to like infuse it, like to infuse myself with the character so that like both trains are running at the same time, hopefully, right, if it's a good day in the performance. That is not for me to just hold onto and internalize forever and ever. That it's really like a purpose for me to share that with other people, whether it be right, you in the scene or people who are watching it. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm just really grateful for that. And this is really wonderful talking about that.
You're like confessing. You make me feel things. So, no, I want to thank you firsthand. And I mean, everyone watching back, like, buckle up because this season is, I mean, I like to say, I mean, the running joke is it's a comedy, but I mean, this season we really do dive into it, and there's a lot of stuff that you gave us this season that I cannot wait for people to see. So thank you so much. Well, on that, cheers.
Cheers.
Another season. So excited to have everyone watch it. And thank you so much for kicking off season. Wow. Okay,
you didn't drink. We did a toast, we did a cheers, and you didn't drink.
Mine's almost done.
I would have to ask you to leave.
Cool. Thank you so much for kicking us off on the first episode of the After Shop. And like I said, y'all, get ready. Season 2 is just starting. We have many more episodes. We have many more interviews. And just make sure to subscribe and hang on tight.
Hit that link, subscribe, comment, share, all of that.
Episode 1. That's been terrible.
The disrespect after all I've given.
This girl's